is Mila. I'm on the plane flying up from France with my parents on vacation. I love my mom.
It's running
my
now.
dad.
You want it to run?
It's running.
Kids
Well,
speak,
just
right?
so you don't have to.
But then
Okay.
the
Right? Is that all right?
is was, I know I'm going to see some amazing art. So what I want to do is write this scroll as part of my homework assignment today to give to someone that moves me at Burning Man. Of course, in little kids speak, it's hard to, but you get the idea. So she handed that to me, and when that happened, I just saw tears in my eyes. I thought it was great. So it's been a fun project. We're excited to do the new stuff this year. We've got illustrations. We've got a raffle going for the burn barrel. By the way, the cutout on the table over here is the big heart. We're doing a coffee table giveaway for top donors that do that and light it up and the whole thing. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we also have tickets for Dab here as well, if anyone's interested.
Oh, sorry, guys. We can get this on.
Just cut it. Just cut it.
And this is a pendant with the Circle of Friends logo, by the way. We'll have these too. Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
So next up we have an art card, and I'll let our presenter explain. Would that work?
All right.
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. James? James?
Yeah.
That's another happy place. I don't know. It's my other happy place.
Couple more clicks, you can find this point.
It's James' happy place.
Same.
Me too.
There we go. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I want to thank all the people that organized this. I didn't even know about it till a week ago. So it's just awesome that we're doing this, and all the participation and everything is awesome. So I'm here to present Eileen the Pearl Peacock art card. Just a little bit about me. I'm surprised I haven't met a lot of you. But I am the crazy ringleader of this project, and I count. I don't know if you guys do this, but I try to figure out how many years, and I'm like lost. I don't know how many times I've gone to Burning Man, 8, 9, or 10, something like that. But I've been a metal sculptor for 20 years, and I use mostly recycled metals, and I do some small fire pieces, a lot of stuff with LED lights. And my studio's in Midtown Sacramento. I'm also, if I don't have enough to do, like all of us, right? I'm the camp lead for Horse S'mores. We live inside of Illumination Village. My nephew and I built a portable s'mores cart, and you roast marshmallows on dick sticks. Has anyone ever had one of our doingnesses? Oh, yay! All right.
Hey, Buddy Bird.
Buddy Bird, yeah, we just had a great event at, we were at the Piggy Buddy Bird. So that's a little bit about me. So the inspiration for the card is actually my mom. And I said I wasn't gonna cry, but anyway, she is 91, and she's the great-grandmother, and she's still going strong. And basically, this project is a family affair. And so she's really the creative matriarch of our family. All of the kids, all the grandkids, we're all creatives, and it's because of her. So this is in her honor, partially because the car we're using is a Honda Civic. Lord help us, because there's so much fucking metal on this car. I don't know if it's gonna make it. Sorry, children. Anyway, so it's a little Honda Civic. She drove it for 10 years, then she gave it to my nephew, and he drove it for 10 years. And so now that's gonna become our art car. So it's obviously a very, we're attached to it sentimentally. And she's a storyteller, and one of the things that, she told us a story as kids, and it was about a peacock, and so that was where the concept of the peacock came from. And so the concept is an all-white peacock, because there's a couple other peacocks out there, and sadly I know one of them, I don't know, does anybody know if the other one ever got found? The one in Auburn? That's horrible, right? So I was sitting at the Edwardian Ball and talking about this project, and somebody said, well, why don't you do a white one? Because that makes us different. So that's where the idea came from. This is just kind of our sketch drawing. It's a steel exoskeleton, so we can hide the car. Most of it's put together with bolts. We're going to do the feathers in CNC aluminum, and everything is going to be either painted white or powder coated white. And then we're the bench. There'll be bench seats along the side, wings with additional casters to hold the weight. Because of the Ford Civic can't handle much. So we only can have about 10 riders. We're going to use fabric and then white camo netting. Because the white camo netting looks like feathers, so it's really awesome. And then that'll reflect the LED lighting really well. So the team, it's a family affair, really. My brother-in-law's in Portland. He's an amateur engineer, and he's married to my sister. She's coming as a virgin this year, Lord help us. And my nephew Cassidy, who really came up with the concept. And then we just have people from all over. Sacramento, Seattle, LA, Portland, Grass Valley, and so that's kind of our team. I had a good friend, I don't know, does anybody know Bruna Burns from San Francisco? Anyway, she was our DMV consultant because she's done this. And has anybody built an art car? I know Ray. Oh, lots of people, right. So she gave us all of this advice about the application, which was huge, I think. And because of her advice, what happened is we got our shit together, we got in early. In 4 days, we got an invite. And I couldn't believe it, because I don't know if any of you guys read the forum, but they had 400 apps the week of the deadline, and they were bitching about it, and I didn't want to be in that cluster. And this is basically the drawings we submitted. She did the drawings and we wrote all over it. Even though we had SketchUps, we had the fancy drawings, she said, go with your napkin, drawing. And then she gave us a lot of things, advice about rounding the front of the car because they don't like boxes, and make sure it's you have to cover every piece of the car. You guys know all that. This was just kind of we did use SketchUp for a lot of the initial designs. My nephew learned it, and we went through 20 different iterations. You guys all know about that part too if you've worked on a car. And so these were just some of the SketchUps that we used. We even took little 2-scale mock-ups to kind of figure it out. And this was great because we learned that we couldn't, make all of the body parts flat because then it wouldn't look like a bird body. And so we're still in build stage. But this is my truck that had the first round of metal, and this is happening. I have my studio's on S Street in Midtown, and it's all happened in the alley there. So it's hard because we have to kind of build everything around the car, and we took the bumpers off. We've taken the doors off. We're going to take the hatchback out. Hot baby. So we have to kind of do this like. Over the weekend, we have to, set up the car and then take it apart. So that's like always fun. And then we have, people flying in. So we have maybe about a build weekend a month, which we're freaking out. Is that enough? we're having a build weekend right now, so I've left, I've left the team there. And I was frightened because we had a bunch of really inexperienced people wanting to put shock blocks on the springs. And thank God they didn't fit, because I said, let's wait till we get somebody that knows what they're doing. So that was our idea, to shore up the suspension on the car. We'll see if that works. I'm still worried about how heavy everything is. But on this one picture, I don't have a pointer, but in the left-hand corner here, these are the wings where people will sit. So we'll have plywood and we'll have a backing. We're not going to set anybody up front because that'll be in the view of the driver. So the seating will be in the back. Oh, thanks. So right there. And then this right here is going to hold our feathers. And then I think that's about it. The thing that sucks about being in the alley in Midtown yesterday, we were all in my yard working, and some guy stole a welder from the garage. They didn't steal this one, because this is the main one. It was a piece of shit welder that didn't work anymore. So I was like, good luck, you know? And so, but he could have stolen so many other things, and I have him on camera. But that we just were, you know, we literally were like 20 feet away, and he stopped his car and grabbed the welder. So good luck making it work. And so this is kind of where we ended up this weekend, where because we needed to reach everything, we built it in my yard. And this was just, this is all just prototyping everything. So trying out the spandex with the camo netting. We still have to actually build the neck and the head. And then we're working on the design for the feathers too. But we were also playing with lighting, different, just experimenting, because we didn't, that's the part we haven't quite figured out yet. And then, are you advancing? Yeah. So this is just, we were pretty excited about the lighting. And so one of the things I'll talk about at the end is anybody that has any lighting advice and power, because we had some LED floods in here.